Yes, hey guys, and welcome back to another Axel 72 video, and this is my instant reaction to the Kenshiro Teraji versus Seigo Akui fight. And so if you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so, like the video if you do indeed like the video, and let's get straight into it. So it was an excellent fight is one way to put it, and I don't think it really... It just caught me off guard how good of a fight it was. I mean, Teraji, of course, managing to score the late round 12 TKO, which was a bit of a controversial stoppage, I can't lie. I mean, the fight was going back and forth on every pretty much occasion possible. Pretty much every round was, one person one side, one person it going the other side. But then, Teraji in the 12th and final round, arguably he was losing the fight, and I believe if you looked at the scorecards he was losing. I mean, Teraji was being, the more explosive. I kind of always knew it would be an explosive versus more of a physical power type battle between the two of them, but Akui was having that much tighter guard, so maybe he was getting caught that little bit less, and Teraji was getting consistently caught, and it seemed to hurt him. Maybe that was just his new haircut with the perm. It just it seemed to look like it was hurting him a bit more, but it seemingly was. But Teraji was able to turn it up in the final round. You could tell that his team probably say get behind the jab, but then also just give it your all into the final round, and he was able to, seemingly hurt Akui. I was thinking, oh, maybe he's going to be able to do something here, but the way that the fight was going, I wasn't really expecting it to be enough to get a stoppage, because, like I say, the fight was going back and forth quite often. Then, all of a sudden, the ref kind of just jumped in. I mean, Akui seemed to maybe come a little bit off balance. Maybe, I was thinking if it would have been a kind of called a knockdown or called a standing 8 count, that maybe would have made more sense. But I don't even know if they were kind of allowed in this contest, if the rules allowed standing 8 counts. But the ref decides to jump in, calls a late TKO, which, like I say, was a little bit controversial. Means that Teraji, the favourite, is become now unified WBC and WBA flyweight champion. Full credit to him. He's cementing himself and his legacy more so in every single contest. And Akui, I do feel really bad for him, because he had done so much. This kind of whole card was full of fights in which I would like to see again, and I wouldn't be against seeing again. And it's kind of surprised me, to be completely honest, because I thought that a lot of these contests on this card would be maybe a bit more one-sided, end in quite a big knockout, and the favourite to be able to win. But this was a very close one. Akui looked heartbroken at the end, devastated, and it was sad to see. But Teraji moves on. Possibly, like I say, there could be a rematch in any of the contests in which we have seen, but still, we'll have to wait and see. Other contests on this card, Olascuaga winning via unanimous decision versus Kyoguchi. Kyoguchi seems to set a good pace early and getting close to Olascuaga, and Olascuaga adjusted nicely. I think in the final round he looked very good. It was a very close fight again, but like I say, Olascuaga was forced to adjust because Kyoguchi came with a style in which he's never really had to deal with. Somebody who was able to get in close, somebody who was able to go to the body, somebody who was maybe that bit faster than him. Kyoguchi wasn't going to be landing anything too powerful, but Olascuaga definitely had to adjust, and I feel like he did that. Hopefully now, he moves on. Possibly it could be a rematch, but probably not. He moves on, maybe to go on to unify. There'll be a big unification fight if he does fight Teraji, but maybe in America that could happen. Olascuaga, deserves a return to America with his fights, but we'll have to wait and see. Another big performance so from Olascuaga, but just not the kind of knockout in which we're getting used to from him. And then Santiago versus Iwata, that was a very, very surprising one. To see Santiago win via decision versus Iwata was, and unanimous decision after that, to become the new WBO light flyweight champion was very surprising. I mean, Iwata came on strong to start off with. I said that he would, I thought that he would, but Santiago was able to just sit on the back foot and just continuously pick off shots, and throughout the whole kind of fight he was just getting better and better, and Iwata maybe started to fade a little bit, and Santiago has now put himself in an excellent position. I mean, he's a world champion out of nowhere, and there's loads of possible matchups in which could happen with him moving forwards, of maybe ex-opponents or just anything like that. It's just going to be interesting to see if they rematch it again, because Iwata was the favourite, the clear favourite, but we'll have to wait and see. Santiago causing the upset in the light flyweight division. There's seemingly been a few upsets, in and around the kind of lower weight divisions as of recent out in Japan, but this was probably one of the biggest ones. But yeah, now that is it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy. Like the video if you did, need like the video, subscribe if you are new, and thanks for watching.